Tonight, in a To The Point exclusive, a teenager's wrestling match is now a night that he will never forget. Racial slurs were directed towards him while he was on the mat. And tonight, Omarion and his mother are speaking with our Jeannie Nguyen, sharing what they want students who made those slurs to know.
Let's give it to him. Come on now.
I am that mom, so I'm always excited to see my son compete.
I was zoned in and locked into the match. I was focused, and that was the only thing on my mind.
Last Thursday, Mercedes Overby and her son, Omarion, a Sacramento Inderkum High School junior, were at Roseville High School for his varsity wrestling match.
It ends up going to overtime, actually triple overtime.
Come on.
A tense match with shouting and cheering on both sides.
Everybody's chanting on our side from Inderkum like, oh, 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 oh. Everybody's chanting on the Roseville side.
But on top of that chanting, these students making inappropriate comments and racial slurs.
I was just shocked, and I was disgusted at the thought that happened to me. And I didn't even know when that happened. I was informed the next day about the video, and I just had no words. If I heard those words during the match, I don't know what I would have done. I probably would have broke out in a rage, to be honest, hearing those disgusting words.
As a mom, Mercedes says it's painful to see her own son being targeted.
He plays football, varsity wrestling. He has a 3.86 cumulative GPA, and he's a gamer. Outside of those, he doesn't bother anybody. He doesn't do anything.
Making it confusing for her to understand how this could happen.
To allow my son to be subjected to that type of racism in this day and age, that's learned behavior. That starts at home.
A spokesperson for Roseville Joint Union High School District provided ABC 10 with a statement. It says, in part, racism and discrimination in any form will never be tolerated or accepted on our campus. As we investigate what transpired that evening, we wish to express a sincere apology for any and all offensive comments. We must do better, and we will.
It's a very politically correct answer.
Mercedes hopes the district will take a more aggressive approach.
Expulsion. If nothing less, expulsion. This behavior cannot continue to happen and be tolerated.
But for Omarion, he believes kindness will always win, even to those who hurt him.
I would like to shake his hand, actually. I would want to learn, why would he say those words and those gestures? I would just like to come together as a society, as a generation, and learn how we can fix each other and come together.
And Jeannie joins us now. Jeannie, to be clear, I mean, this student didn't even know this was happening while he was on the mat. It wasn't until the next day that he found out at school when the video was circulating everywhere.
Yeah, Omarion told me that this match was his sole priority, his sole focus. So this was literally the last thing he was expecting to happen.
And we know the school district is investigating, but do we know if any students have been identified or expelled or suspended for this?
Well, Alex, the district did tell me that they're investigating this incident, and it can't speak to specifics, but does say Roseville High did take some action to address the inappropriate conduct. Now, that being said, Omarion and his mom will be holding a press conference tomorrow morning at Roseville High to continue to demand accountability.
And I do want to say that it makes me incredibly angry when I see people act so ignorant when they know better. I mean, it breaks my heart that this young man had to even experience such inexcusable ignorance. But I do want to say that seeing his interview, I applaud Omarion on his composure, his maturity and strength. And, in 2024, it's kind of hard to wrap your mind around. We're still dealing with this. We need to do better. All right, Jeannie, thank you.